Hello and welcome, Adam Thomas from Balancing Touch Reflexology. So good to see you and thanks for joining me today. Today I want to answer a question that I think is just a great question and such an obvious question, but not very many people ask it. And it came from a video where I was working on the respiratory system and I was working on the lung area in there. And I was mentioning that this tends to be an area where I feel a lot of like little bumps and pops and little crystally, sandy, sort of, textury stuff in the area. And the question was very, great. What exactly is that you're feeling, right? So in today's video, I want to explore exactly what it is that reflexologists feel. So when you've done reflexology for a while, you start to notice on the feet what areas feel normal and what areas of the foot feel off. And so another indication of that is simply by pushing and you find some tender areas right on the foot, and you can see it in the clients when you're watching them. You can see them kind of wince a little bit if you find something tender on their foot, or you can feel their foot kind of pull away from you. You've known that you basically came across an area that's not normal, right? That's a little bit sensitive and things like that. So, but there are areas, like I've already mentioned in the lung reflex, I find that I can really, kind of go across the whole lung area and I'll feel these little gritty, sandy, and sometimes you'll feel like little pops and things like that when you're pushing in nice and deep. And what is this exactly? I've been told, I just kind of went, oh, okay, well, I can feel it. It feels like little crystals. It feels like little sand. It feels like little deposits of something, right? So, my teachers have said that, they're maybe little calcium deposits and stuff, and they get deposited around the nerve endings, and but when you work them out, it's better circulation as far as not only blood circulation and stuff, but nerve in circulation, so that it reflects better and helps out that organ or that area that you're working on in the foot, helps in the reflection on the bigger part of the body, right? And so I just went, oh, cool, okay, I'll just work that out. And you see it in results when you are working and doing sessions, that you see by working out these tender or gritty sort of areas that, you do see a change, a result, right? So that's really interesting. So until I got this question, I didn't really do much research on it, but it really was like, well, yeah, what is this? Is it like calcium deposits? Is it like sort of bad circulation? Is it like a knot in, when your shoulders are all tight and you can feel an actual like tight muscle? Is that's what's going on? And I wasn't really sure. And so I did a little bit of research, and it's really interesting. I came across this guy, this doctor actually, and he did this study from 1989 to 2002. So his name is Dr. Manzanares, from Barcelona, and he's a family physician, as well as he specializes in homeopathy and reflexology. So that's really cool. And what he did was he took, I think it was 3 people, and willing clients, and they let him basically do biopsies and cut into the foot where he felt areas where that we're talking about, these areas where we can feel this kind of buildup, right? And he also did, from what I found in the research and stuff, that he also did areas that weren't that didn't have that buildup, right? So he could compare sort of what's going on when a reflexologist comes across an area where they feel something and an area where they don't feel something, right? And so what it is he didn't find any crystals or calcium buildup or any type of, he refers to it as like inorganic materials, right? So that's sort of a myth, right? But what he did find was organic material, meaning like nerve collections or, parts of, the tissues and stuff that are there. But what's really interesting is that in an area that is having an issue in the body, it reflects on the feet, and that area gets kind of, I guess, knotted up, or there's a collection or an overabundance of these tissues, these organic tissues that are there. That's why we're feeling something as reflexologists. So we're not making this up, right? It's actually, he's taken and done a biopsy of the area. And yes, there are an increased organic material basically knotted there or put there, right? Where we're feeling it, right? Where, as opposed to if he does a biopsy where it feels normal, there's no overabundance of organic material. So that was really, really interesting. So now we have, somebody who's done a scientific study on what this is and found 3 very brave individuals to allow him to, get in there and basically push reflexology to that next level of, scientific understanding. So there you go. That is what is found in the feet. I'll leave some links in a couple of the resources that I found on Dr. Manzanares's studies, right? So very fascinating thing, and it's such a great resource in the reflexology community to have. So I really encourage you to go check that out. But as far as reflexology goes, I don't think it really changes too much. It's saying the same thing. It just, what we thought it was is actually not that true. So I just need to, when I'm working with clients now, I'm actually going to be a bit more, I guess, educated now, knowing what it is that I'm actually trying to break up and help out on the foot, right? So it's not any type of little crystals that I'm breaking up and stuff. So anyway, hope that helps. Adam Thomas from Balancing Touch Reflexology. Remember to keep those feet happy. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Please don't do biopsies on feet to do your own investigation. Unless you're, of course, a surgeon or a doctor. So anyway, FYI. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for watching today. Let me know what you thought of this video by leaving a comment below. Any type of feedback can be useful and help others in reflexology. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and feel free to share it with anybody that you think might be interested in it. If you're interested in reflexology, this might be a channel to subscribe to. If you haven't already, hit, or better yet, step on that bell icon, and then you'll be notified when the next video is coming out. If you're looking for a reflexology chart, head on over to balancingtouch.ca. We have created a bunch of visually exciting, easy to understand reflexology charts for you. And if you have some more time, check out some other videos. Till next time, this is Adam Thomas from balancingtouch.ca. See you later.